Hello, everybody. It has been a very long time since I have done any sort of video at all. I think the last time I uploaded was either June or July. And here it is. The date of this recording is actually Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's December 25th, and I haven't recorded anything in like 6 months, okay? So my bad. I really, really am sorry. So this is a life update video. I guess life update number 2. Because I did a life update video, I think, last year. If you see me fiddling, I'm using a new type of Bluetooth headset. I really should invest in like JBL Beats or some other sort of high quality headset, but I ain't got $100+ to spend. Or the Raycons. Every YouTuber that I'm subscribed to is always shouting about Raycons. Get a Raycons, use my code. But even Raycons to me are a little bit more expensive than what I'm willing to pay. I'm not willing to pay more than $20 for a Bluetooth headset. And most of my Bluetooth headsets have been less than $20. This one here I'm wearing, I got this, oops, I mix it with my hair. I got this at Home Depot. If you see the screen shaking, I currently have a cat attempting to make a cameo. Let's see, which one is this? Hold on. Come here. Come here, baby. Look at Okay, this here. This big, beautiful boy. This is my Sheba. His name is Sheba. He is 5 years old. He's 5 years old. He is a big and gorgeous boy, is he not? It's my big boy. They're all hungry. They want breakfast this Christmas morning. They don't care about presents. They want breakfast. All right, Sheba. All right, let me set you on the ground. He is just one of my many pets. I have 8 currently. The last time I spoke to you, last time I recorded a video, I do believe I may have only had 7. Because we lost and gained. I know I probably mentioned, and I probably mentioned in an earlier video, but we ended up having one of our cats, unfortunately, had to be put down in April. Her name was Tulip. She was a black American bobtail with such pretty green eyes. And she was wonderful. We had her for 8 months. I really miss her. It was unexpected, her having to be put down. We hadn't even had her a year. But yeah, we lost her in April. I believe it was she had some sort of lymph node issues going on. Her body wasn't producing white blood cells anymore. That is very bad. So she unfortunately passed in April, and then I want to say right around the time I recorded my last video, probably right after, I feed the cats in my neighborhood. I feed the feral cats in my neighborhood. And it's been a wonderful thing feeding them, because at least 3 of the cats I have, 4 of the cats I have 7 cats and 1 dog. 4 of the cats that I have are cats that used to be feral cats that lived outside. I'm wondering if I should do a quick, like, who's who, if you will. I don't think I'll do it this video. I'll do it my next video. I know a lot of people like pets and stuff, and I do too, or else I wouldn't have 8. So maybe in like a little small side video, I'll do a who's who in the, Pepperjack household, if you will. Anyways, moving on. My life update. Okay, so several things happened since then, besides the adopting of pets and stuff. Let's see. I was out for a few months. I had an on-the-job injury, and that doesn't mean I couldn't have recorded. Obviously, my hands weren't broken. I could have recorded. But when you're injured, and the sort of job I do is a very physical job, and I got hurt in July. And I was very depressed because of this, because it meant that I couldn't do my job. I still could go to work, but they found me like other things I could do instead of my actual job. And that the stuff that they found me to do was just so boring. So that was about 3 months. For 3 months, I was very depressed because I felt like I wasn't doing, my job makes me happy. What I do makes me happy. And even though I could still go to work, I wasn't doing the job that makes me happy. I was just, it was busy work. They were finding me busy work. In October, I finally was cleared after all this physical therapy. That's the other thing too. They had me going to physical therapy to try to get myself back together. And I kept getting a rotating set of physical therapists. The physical therapists didn't really seem to care about my injury. They were just basically like, okay, go do this, go do 3 sets of 10. And then they just walk off. And so I think that might be the real reason why I wasn't healing faster. So I ended up switching physical therapists, and this was my job's idea, actually. I thought I was just going to be stuck. But my job was like, hey, maybe we should get you with a different physical therapist. On us, of course. I'm like, if it's on you, sure, go ahead. Knock yourself out. I ain't got nothing. I'm not doing anything. I ain't got shit going on. So they gave me a different physical therapist, and that lady was effective as hell. That lady was so effective. I almost walked out on my first day of visiting her, of going to see her, my very first day going to see her. I have acid reflux. I do believe I mentioned it in my first life update video from about almost a year ago. And my acid reflux causes me to cough all the time if it's a bad day, the weather shifting, humidity, depending on what I ate. But the main thing that causes my acid reflux cough is these fucking masks. Oh my gosh, these fucking masks. Wearing them, because, all right, this is, I don't really care if you guys care about this or not, but if anyone who has it, there's different types of acid reflux and triggers and whatnot. But one of my main triggers is a postnasal drip. And these masks have particles in them. Even the cloth ones, they have particles in them that get inhaled into my nose. And then it irritates the lining of my nose and causes a postnasal drip, which goes to the back of my throat and starts to irritate. That gets into my esophagus, and that starts to cause some of that bile to come up. And then some of it also just causes a cough. And it's all acid reflux. But everybody always seems to think I got the Rona. Every time I'm coughing, they're like, what's wrong with you? What's up with that? What you doing? What's wrong? Did you get have you had the shot? You got vaccinated, right? I'm like, David, yes, I'm vaccinated. I got vaccinated in May. I'm about to get a booster because this fucking Omicron thing going around. Golly, things are finally starting to get a little bit back to normal. And then this damn Omicron shit came popping up. Did you know tomorrow I was supposed to go to the theater, and my ticket was supposed to be for a performance for tomorrow at 2:00. I was so fucking excited because I love theater. And so then this Omicron shit happened. Mom called me talking about she's got a Kennedy Center membership. She's talking about Kennedy Center's canceled. This wasn't at the Kennedy Center. This is at a community theater, the play I went to go see. But she was telling me, just a heads up, the Kennedy Center's been sending out emails canceling all the plays. They're even canceling the Nutcracker. And I was like, were they canceling the Nutcracker at the Kennedy Center? That is an easy however many thousands of dollars. That is, golly, the Kennedy Center is canceling easy money because of this Omicron. And I said, well, that's the Kennedy Center. They got government stuff going on, government grants and funding and stuff. I said, well, maybe the government shut them down. Hopefully this community theater I'm going to, I hate to pray for them to be unsafe, but hopefully this community theater place I'm going to on Sunday, they need the money so bad they'll stay open. And nah, Mama spoke that thing into existence. I blame you, Mama. I'm pointing upward. She's not dead. She lives 15 minutes away from me. But I'm blame Mama wherever you are. I'm blaming you. You the one that jinxed. Okay, I didn't get not a nag on word that stuff was going to get canceled till she called me. Because literally like 2 hours after she called me and told me about Kennedy Center canceling stuff, the community theater sent out an email talking about something. We got to cancel it. We sorry. You know, if you want your money back, we understand. But, you know, we going to do a live streaming of the show in January. So if you want, we can keep your money. And then you just watch the live streaming that happens in January. We don't know when the stream's going to happen, but it's going to happen in January. And I was like, man, it's only $30. If it was $100, I'd be like, nah, give me my money back. It is what it is. You know, $100, give me my money back. But no, $30, nah. Plus, also, I like the theater. I'm going to try and go to that theater a little bit more often. Once they open back up, this daggone fucking pandemic, golly. Oh my gosh, things seem like they're starting to finally get to normal. And then shit just goes sideways. Let me stop talking about it. Back to the physical therapist. I got to the physical therapist's office. I know I'm all over the damn place. It has been a hot minute since I recorded, and I'm just going. I went to the physical therapist's office. I had a mask on, and I was coughing, though, because I was wearing a fucking mask. The mask was causing me to cough. I was just sitting in the waiting room, and here comes the physical therapist. She ain't even introduced herself. I'm just sitting there, just waiting to be seen. All of a sudden, here comes this lady, comes stand in front of me. What's wrong with you? You sick? Are you sick? And I said, what? No. I said, just caught me completely by surprise. I was like, no, I'm not sick. You're coughing, aren't you? What's wrong with you? It's a physical therapist, for fuck's sake. I'm like, I have acid reflux. I swear to God, it's not corona. Do I need to wear a t-shirt? Do I need to wear a mask? A mask that says, I don't have corona, I got acid reflux on it, because fuck, this gets annoying. And this was one of the worst times. She just came at me, hadn't even introduced herself. I didn't know who the fuck she was. I thought maybe she was a nursing assistant or something. Just showed up. What's wrong with you? Are you sick? Have you been vaccinated? When did you get vaccinated? Where'd you go? How many shots was it? I'm like, damn. Ooh, that put a bad taste in my mouth. My gosh. And I said, no, ma'am, I swear to you, it's just acid reflux. She said, well, I'm going to get you a different mask, because maybe that's what's up with you. I'm going to go get you a different mask. And I said, well, okay, well, if you'd like, I can go wait outside. And I said, I have a bottle of water in my car. I can just wait outside. You can give me a call when you're ready to see me. You know, it's really that serious. She's like, no, we'll go get you some water and we'll get you another mask. And she just walked off. I was like, what the fuck? I felt some kind of way about that. I'm not going to lie. I called my mama. I called my mama a lot, don't I? I'm lucky, I'm blessed to have my parents in my life. I love them dearly, and I'm very close to both of them. But I called my mama, and I was like, Mama, and I told her what happened. And I said, I got half a mind to get up and just walk out of here and just let be what it is, right? Because I felt kind of disrespected a little bit. She'd come at me real hard, that lady had, and the attitude that I'm emulating and I'm imitating here, that's not even half. That lady's neck was rotating. What is wrong with you? She doing all this pointing and stuff. And once again, she had not introduced herself. I didn't know who the fuck she was. And so I was like, Mama, I got half a mind to leave because I feel disrespected, okay? A lot of us folks coughing, we don't have coronavirus, okay? It's hair getting on my nerves. Maybe I need a headband. Okay, half of us people coughing, we don't have coronavirus. We got folks got seasonal allergies. They got acid reflux like I do. They have asthma like I thought I had up until last year, or bronchitis. Sometimes they only got a fucking cold. And none of these damn things is coronavirus. Not near one of them. Okay? And people over here, you coughing, you sick, you got it, you must got it. I'm making this face because I get sick and fucking tired of having to explain myself to people. It technically isn't any of their fucking business why I'm coughing. I'm wearing a fucking mask, ain't I? That's the whole point of the mask, isn't it? If you cough, the mask catch it. Only time you should be crying out what's wrong with you is if somebody ain't wearing a mask and they'll be here just I'm wearing a mask. So what you care? Fuck. I mean, I know wearing a mask don't stop you really from getting it, just lowers the chances, but damn. After almost fucking 2 years of this shit, I get sick and tired. And I told Mama I want to leave and go home. Okay? And she's like, nah, don't do it. Don't do that. The lady just panicking. Everybody out here panicking. Okay? This pandemic got people acting so rude. you need to give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay. She just was worried. Okay, wherever she maybe she got kids or something, and she just worried about people coughing all around her and stuff. And I'm like, but we in a doctor's office. What she think gonna happen? People gonna come in here coughing. Golly. And Mom was like, just forgive her and move on. I said, okay. That's what I did. Then, ironically enough, when the lady come back, okay, she come back, it's like she's a completely different person. It's like she had a different personality, like a twin had come into the room or something. And it wasn't a twin. She was wearing the same pants. There's a tear on the knee. So there was the same lady who came walking in, all smiles. Good morning. I hope everything is well. Here's your bottle of water. My name is Mary, and I blah, 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 blah. And it's so nice to meet you. And what is the issue with your injury? Please tell me the particulars. And I'm like, I'm not going to get no apology for that rough-ass introduction? Shit. Would have been nice if she'd have been like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to panic. I'm just worried because blah, 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 blah. Hey, we got off to a rough start, and I'll be honest, I was afraid to cough around her for a while because even though I explained everything, she had, after that introduction, part of me was always going to be side-eyeing her, wondering if she's going to be like, oh, yes, let's work on this injury today. You coughing? Do you need some water? I got cough drops. Do you need a lozenge? I got some. That's what I was expecting. And don't be like, don't cough. Jackie, please don't cough. If you feel yourself coughing, stifle it. I don't care if your eyes start watering. I don't care if you feel like you're going to throw up. You're going to hold this cough in. Okay, we trying to get ourselves better so we can get back to fucking work so we don't have to keep working with folks like this. Damn. So she got my knee right, though. For all her rough-ass introductions, that lady is very good at her job. Okay, I do forgive her for how she came at me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little bit hurt over it. Okay, she didn't have to be that mean. She could have come like, oh, I see you're coughing. I'm so sorry. Are you ill? Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear. Would you like some water? I have water. Okay. Oh man, I don't want. And this may come off the wrong way, but have you been vaccinated by any chance? And if you did, when was it? How many shots? I'm not asking this because I think you got it. Just trying to protect myself and my staff. Wasn't that nice? That was a nice way of saying what she said without being a bitch about it. Yes, she was a bitch about it. You was a bitch, Mary. You was a bitch, and I didn't like how you came at me. I do forgive you, but I'm still fucking mad. Anyways, so sorry about that. Moving on. I'm all over the place. This video 25 minutes long. Golly, editing this gonna be a pain in the behind. I already know. I have a YouTuber friend who doesn't edit any of her videos at all. She uploads them as is, and I respect the fuck out of her for it. And I be honest, when I started making videos on here, I thought to myself, I love her approach because she always will have stuff. Her phone will ring and she'll be like, hold on a second, she'll check it. Or whatever, or the doorbell will ring. The only time I've ever seen her edit something is the doorbell rang once and she didn't know who it was at the door. She got up to go get the door and it must have taken her a minute to go and figure out what was going on. That's the only time I've ever seen her edit anything. Everything else, she just uploads it as is. And I am so proud of her for that. And I wish I could do that. I really wish I could do that. But my husband, he also puts up YouTube videos. Shout out to the McKG3 Productions channel. That's my husband. Please give him some love. He is a wonderful man and he's an artist, and I am very blessed to have him in my life. I mentioned that in my last video. The one where I was sitting around crying during the rain. I was just sitting in the video crying. The rain was going on. I'm so blessed to have my husband in my life, which is very true, but I didn't have to be sitting there crying. I'm so sorry, y'all. Part of me wants to just go back and take that video down. You know how it is when you have some sort of emotional thing going on. You accidentally talk about it on social media, and then the next day you feel better, and then you're like, ooh, I wish I hadn't said anything. I think I was a little bit too vulnerable there. You go back and quickly delete that post. Okay, delete the post fast as hell. I've had that happen a couple times where I'd be like, I'll go on Facebook and I'm like, I'm so sad today. This day is so awful. I feel like I can't do anything right. Oh, this day is awful. I just want to cry. Post. And then the next day I wake up after a good night's sleep, a delicious meal, and whatever going on. Usually it's a rainy day whenever I'm posting that sort of stuff. I wake up the next day and the sun is shining and it's beautiful and I'm feeling better because I'm rested and I've eaten. And then I go back and look at the post. And I'm like, God damn, that's a depressing post. Did anybody, there's no interaction on it, right? Let me hurry up and just delete that shit. Hold on. Delete that. Delete. Ooh. What a crazy life update video this has been, huh? I tell you. I've reached 10 years at my job. This year was my 10th year at my job, and they did an event. They do an event every single year for people who are celebrating job milestones. If you see me looking down, I've got a hangnail. I'm trying to get rid of it. Anyway, there are, so my job every year does an event for job milestones. And that's usually people who've worked 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, 50 years, retiring, that sort of thing. And this was my first year being able to have that. And I looked forward to it for months. And so people messed me up big time. Technically, maybe they didn't mess me up. Maybe it was like that when they went for their year. But this year, people had told me, girl, you got to dress like it's prom. I'm talking ball gowns, tuxedos, shining the shoes, fake eyelashes, whatever you got to do. You need to go up in there with a corsage on your daggone wrist or on your shoulder, and your husband better be wearing a matching tie or a matching waistcoat or something. Okay, act like this is prom. I got excited. Okay, I've been to four proms. I've been to 4 proms, I think. It's at least 3. I do believe I've been to 4 proms. And I would have loved to have gone with my husband. He and I technically went to the same high school, but we didn't meet till we was in our 20s. So I would have loved to have gone to prom with him. So I got excited. I was like, oh my God, love, this is so cool. Let's go ahead and I got me a nice ball gown from David's Bridal. Shout out to David's Bridal. People sleep on David's Bridal. People like I know my mama isn't a fan of David's Bridal. She say, oh, they don't treat us well. Talking about black women, I think. I'm not sure. But she doesn't like David's Bridal. Every time I brought them up, even when I was about to get married, the first thing I said was, well, should we go to David's Bridal? No, we're not going to David's Bridal. I didn't like how they treated your sister, and I don't want them to treat you the same way. No, we're not going there. We ain't giving them our money. And I was like, okay. Okay, if you say so. I mean, I didn't go when you guys picked out the dress. My sister got married years ago. So went to David's Bridal, got a beautiful ball gown, took his behind a Men's Warehouse, and got him an expensive ass $500 fucking suit, which we had shopper's remorse the minute we walked out of that store. We like, go back in there and get your money back. They dragged my husband through all around Robin Hood's barn to get that money back. It took us well over a month and a half to get that money back. That we sitting over there calling, going online, going back to the store, and they like, oh yeah, we can't give you because they had a special order, a couple things for the suit, and they're like, we can't give you your money back until the actual product comes in. Then we can refund it. I said, how the fuck does that work? It's just a credit card transaction. He swiped his card. Give him his money back. Cancel the transaction. Golly, what the hell are you doing? They finally gave him back all his money, but they led him a merry dance till they did. I was just like, see, David's Bridal ain't do us like that. Men's Warehouse did, and everybody's always, oh, Men's Warehouse is the best. You're going to like the way you look. We guarantee you. Well, okay, we might like how we look, but we don't like the way we was treated. Y'all need to hurry up and change your policies when it comes to refund. I get that your associates are paid on commission, but fuck that shit. The customer's supposed to always be right? So why the fuck couldn't we get our money back? He had just swiped his card. This was less than 30 minutes later. He went back in and was like, give me my money back. I don't want that. And they talk about, oh, you got to wait till the product comes in. Get on my fucking nerves. Anyways, so we went to Dallas because that was where our event was. I found out maybe a week before we were scheduled to go that it wasn't going to be. They finally sent out the particulars of the anniversary celebration banquet, what to wear and stuff. All the people who had told me dress like prom, they were people who had gone in prior years. And they're like, yeah, it was like prom for us. Everybody, big ball gowns, pimped out suits, all that other sort of stuff, canes and top hats and all sorts of stuff. And my job sent out a thing talking about some. Yeah, business casual, if you want, or you can maybe do Sunday best, cocktail party, cocktail hour, cocktail drink. There's going to be a mechanical bull. and bowling and barbecue. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? What you mean it's gonna be barbecue? I can't eat in a prom dress. I can't eat barbecue in a prom dress. Barbecue sauce all down my stuff, all down my beautiful dress. I can't eat that. I know. I told my husband. I was telling everybody, like, I got this big, beautiful ball gown. I got a petticoat and everything. It wasn't a straight down ball gown. It was gonna be a big, beautiful ball gown. Here's up here, and then a skirt. It was so pretty. It is still pretty. I still have it. I just couldn't wear it. I didn't wear it. Everybody's like, nah, Jackie, you can't wear that. You stand out like a sore thumb if you get up in there, especially if you and your husband start dancing, because we usually dance whenever we go places. And, everybody's going to be like, man, look at that girl. Look at that overdressed couple over there dancing on the floor. Look at them. Everybody else over here wearing slacks and button-ups, and they over there dressed like they going like they at a wedding. What the fuck? So, luckily for me, I did have a backup dress. It wasn't supposed to be a backup dress. It was a dress I bought at Ross 4 years ago and hadn't had a chance to wear yet. And just like, ooh, I like this dress. And it was had a slight mermaid hem, very slight though. I looked pretty good, and it was bronze and black. Got me a nice new wig and all this other sort of stuff to go with it. My husband ended up, he just wear black slacks and a black button-up shirt, and he looked good. We look good together. We make a nice couple. People always think we related because we both light skinned with freckles. And I'm like, just because we light skinned and freckles don't mean we related. Y'all need to get y'all minds out the gutters. I bet they would hope that we related. Like, oh, I wouldn't be surprised if them two is cousins. They hooking up, don't even know it. Wouldn't that be an interesting story? People just they always be like, is that your brother? Is that your cousin? I'm like, no, it's my husband. Fuck, people even said, is that your son? My husband's got a baby face. And look at this. I don't have a baby face. I look old. I joked around to somebody once who I first met. They said, how old are you? And I said, I'm 44. Oh, wow. Cool. And I'm like, it was a joke. That was a joke. I ain't 44. You think I'm 44? Why you think I'm 44? I thought black wasn't supposed to crack. You think I'm 44? I'm lying. I'm not 44. Oh my God. Oh, I didn't really think he was 44. They thought I was 44. I'm a little salty about that. I'm salty about that. He has been mistaken for my son a couple times. One time it was because of a wig I was wearing. My mama had warned me that wig aged me, but I was like, oh no, it's a nice little Oprah wig. Had the little bowl bob cut. I said, oh, I like this wig. I went out to Ruby Tuesday with him and a couple of friends. The waiter came. It wasn't my husband they thought was my son. It was the couple that we went double dating. The guy's girlfriend. They thought she was my daughter. The waiter came. Talking about some. Okay, what do you want, man? Talking about me. I said, I want whatever. And he turned and he said, and for your daughter? And I was like, daughter? You mean her? The fuck? It's funny. My husband and his friend, they were like, we not gonna leave him no tip. Why he act like that? What was that about? We not gonna leave him no tip. I said, no, go ahead and tip him. Just because he's stupid doesn't mean that he brought the food up. Here's what really matters. People be like, oh, it's all about customer service. Like, well, no. In America, people live on tips, right? In the service industry. So he brought us our food out in a timely fashion. The food was good. And at the end of the day, he shouldn't have said what he said. But I don't think that's no reason not to tip him. You gave us good service. You brought us our food out. It was what we ordered and it was good. It didn't take forever for us to get it. You came and you did everything right. But because you said that, fuck your tip. That's not nice. That's not nice. People have a bad day, whatever. I mean, he wasn't like he was mean. Or just been like, what you want? All right, cool. I'll be back. Then 50 minutes later, not 1550 minutes later, he come back and it's the wrong food or the food is cold. Be like, oh, I asked for a medium rare steak. This steak is it even meat anymore? It looked like y'all just left it in the fire. Oh, I'll come back with a new one. I've read way too many horror stories of people being the waiter being like, "Oh, they don't like that food. Guess what? I'm gonna add me some special sauce." Ha! You know what? I might have to do a part 2 of my life update. This video is 40 minutes long. I don't know how much I'm gonna edit out. I'm gonna do a part 2. I'll do a part 2. It's time for me to cut this thing off. All right, y'all.